Hello everyone, and welcome to this edition of Investing and Trading Live. As always, my name is Josh Lilquist, and it is a ghost show of a day here today with the sound effects. I don't even know if that's a ghost, but it looks like one. That being said, we are going to do a couple different things here today. We will cover, number one, we're going to cover, hopefully I'm not talking too loud here. Number one, we're going to cover the market movers of the week as far as what price did this week. Some of the closing prices with some of the major indexes, some stocks. We will look at a little bit of analysis on where price could be going. We've seen a big slump in the market here this past, a couple weeks now, but really a big drop in the market this week. Luckily, the market opened lower on Friday, but showed a lot of strength towards the end of the day. So that being said, the market, I believe, was still down. We'll look at that and get a recap there. Also, we're going to close the show out here today. Hopefully, it might be a little shorter show for you today, but we'll do a closing session of year-to-date performance on some of the major stocks in the market and the index market, the SPY, the Dow Jones Industrial Average, and the NASDAQ. So as we get into that, as we know, there's risk in trading and investing. You might be losing money at one point in your life, but you know what? This is for strictly entertainment purposes only, mostly mine, but hopefully you find it entertaining yourself as well. So let's get into the market update. All right. So starting off, we have the S&P 500. And we always look at the SPY on the show here just because it's an exchange-traded fund, trades just like a stock. So most people understand stocks and all that stuff. So S&P 500 closing the week at $436.50. So actually it looks like it was up just about 21 cents on the day on Friday. So we're going to look at the year-to-date performance with a price chart as well a little bit later. So right now I'm just going to run through and do a lightning round of the stock price closings. So S&P 500, as I said, closed at 436.50. The Dow Jones closed at 345.12 on the day on Friday. So closing the week out with a little bit of a green candle that shows on the chart. But then again, a rough week for the Dow Jones. The QQQ, which is the NASDAQ, closing at 358.13 on the day. That one actually down about 45 cents. And the Russell, the IWM, closing at 184.65, which was actually up about a buck on the day, the way it looks here on this platform. We'll confirm that on the price chart when we get into that. So that's your major indexes. So some other ETFs, some other notables. Really the XLE continuing to climb, closing the week up almost 8.8, or actually almost 1%, closing the week at 88.81. Let's look at some other notables. Nothing real big in the market other than USO. Obviously, that's going to somewhat mirror XLE, the energy sector, closing the week at 72.97. Excuse my dyslexia. 72.79, up about 0.81, so 81 cents on the week, which was about, or on the day, which was about $1. Sorry, but getting it all mixed up. About 1.13%. So that being said, the volatility index dropped a little bit on the day, closing at $17.30, respectively. Okay, so we looked at some of the major indexes there. I just want to look at crude oil real quick. That's going to do somewhat similar movement is USO. So this is the futures contract. It's the CL contract for the futures market of oil. $80.66 closing the week on Friday. Wheat. Let's look at corn. We got some farmers that watch the show here, listen to the show. Closing the week at $4.7925, which was up a little bit on the day on Friday. Gold and silver. So we like to look at some major commodities like gold and silver. It's a tangible thing. People understand it. People know what gold is. People know what silver is. And a little bit of a mixed bag there. Not much, but then again, it is a mixed bag. Closing the week at, as far as gold, $1,888.90. Down on Friday. Silver closing at $22.75. So silver being a little bit more of a performer on that. And as we look at the year-to-date performance, we'll see that I believe there was a correlation there when I was getting that set up for you guys. Bitcoin had a rough week. Bitcoin, I don't remember what day it was, Wednesday or Thursday, plummeting down to about $25,000 per Bitcoin. Seen a little bit of strength after that, but closing the week, we're actually currently open, because it's a 24/7 market, $26,066, or depending on when you listen to the show here. And Litecoin is another one people look at, $64.26. Helium, we're going to continue to look at helium. Helium is a pretty interesting project. I'm actually mining helium right now. It's 5G cell network partnered with T-Mobile. So as I'm mining that, I'm providing, so they had a genesis period earlier, which was you were just getting paid, you were getting tokens, and it's mobile tokens right now. We'll see the conversion rate later, but also you were getting HNT, which is helium. And the genesis period is now over, so now it's proof of coverage. So based on who is connecting to your cell, that whether you have it on the top of your house or in your house, depending on if you have an indoor or outdoor. I personally have an indoor mining machine, and it's currently providing cell service to people that have T-Mobile. Actually, I think it's any service. I got to double check on that, but it's providing cell service 5G network. So that's a pretty cool thing. And also, for those that are new to that, my crypto expert was telling me yesterday, that it's going to be much cheaper. So this is all to help us as consumers as far as cell service. And he said it was roughly around $5 a month for cell service with the Helium network, and that could be a big benefit for us in the future here as this continues to grow. These projects to continue to strengthen. There's more cell units in people's homes or on top of their houses that will provide 5G network for us, because everybody knows that we all have a phone, and obviously it's the thing of the future, the present and the future. So that's helium closing the week, or actually roughly at about $1.83 and a bunch of decimals per helium token. Now let's get into some stocks. We'll run through these quick, and then we'll go to year-to-date performance, and then we'll close out the show here for you today. I know it's Saturday here. A lot of people are enjoying the beautiful Saturday wherever you're listening to the show. We got people listening all across the country and across the world, so we appreciate the viewership. Make sure to smash the like button or the subscribe button and the bell. So we do this show live almost every single day. So when we're doing a live show, you get notified when we have that coming on. That way you can catch the updates live and opportunities moving forward. So, and that's on every podcast: Apple Podcasts, iHeartRadio, Spotify, CastBox. There's about 20 different ones that it's on. So Nvidia closing the week at $32.99. Apple closing the week at $174.49. That was slumping the past week or so. We'll look at the chart on that one and year-to-date performance, which actually is really good. Tesla closing the day at $215.49, which was down about a 1.7% on the day. Meta closing down about $1.84, which is at about $283.25. Airbnb at $125.06. WWE, we'll look at that year-to-date as well. That closing positive on the day, up about $2, which is about 2.5%, 2.59 to be exact, at $112.33. 3M, local company here in Minnesota, closing the week out at $100.01, down on the day on Friday. Caterpillar $273.80, down about $1.37 on the day on Friday. UPS, we talked about on the show 2 weeks ago after the UPS announcement that their drivers were going to they're increasing their salaries to, I believe it was $170,000 a year, and I think it's good for the company. You know, it's a good job for that union and for that company to help their workers out and come to an agreement to help people feed their families. Closing the week at $174.24. But Luke and I talked about that last week. I'll get him on the show here this week, and we'll probably discuss that again after we had a couple weeks of price action and seeing where price has gone and where where his opinion was and where my opinion was, and what we look at it, what we think about it moving forward. Alibaba closing the week at $83.03, down on the day on Friday. Target closing at $131.21. They had earnings this past week. Was it this week or last week on Wednesday? One of the two. And actually it was this week in major volatility. It opened up very high. I believe it was up about $6 or $7 on. Actually, I think more than that, but maybe $6 or $7 on Wednesday or Thursday morning, and just dropping straight down from there. AMC currently at $4.09. Google $127.46. Disney $85.96. Well above our strike price that we had talked about. We're way past those options anyways, but we'd still like to talk about the things of the past. And Nordstrom's closing the week at $19.11. So that being said, let's look at the year-to-date performance. Year-to-date for the S&P 500 up 13.56%. So the S&P 500, even though the last 3 weeks here showing some weakness, still yet up 13% on the year, but down from the all-time highs, I believe around between 10 and 15%, if I am not mistaken. I'd have to go check on that, but so that's the S&P 500 year to date. The Dow Jones only up 3% on the year, 3.82 to be exact. It's also slumping. Excuse me. The Nasdaq slumping the last 3 weeks as well, up 33%. That's outperforming these markets as far as the major indices, however you want to say that. The Russell up 8%. Sorry, only 4% on the year. So that one not really performing as well. That one's actually slumping a little bit more than the other ones. So they're not 100% correlated, but they're very close. Gold, we talked about that with gold and silver, how there was a little difference there. Up 3%, 3.58% on the year. Silver down 5.09% on the year. So silver not looking as hot as gold. Apple up 33.93% on the year. So Apple still overall, even though they've slumped over the past couple weeks here, 2-3 weeks, they're still up bigly, as we like to say on the show, 33.93%. Tesla up 81% on the year. Tesla's looking great. Elon Musk does a great thing. I love the chart that the TradingView platform, and you put on Tesla, and in slides Elon Musk smoking a joint. It's amazing what they do with that stuff. Meta. So we got Elon Musk and Mark Zuckerberg, Zucks as we call him. Meta, phenomenal so far on the year, up 130% on the year, looking just like a rocket ship. Looks like Bitcoin in a way. So Meta's looking great. WWE up 63% on the year. So that also looking very, very good on the year. So that, my friends, is your stock market update for the week. Some of the stocks looking good. Some of the stocks slowing down a little bit, but yet overall looking very nice on the year. So Monday, we won't do a show tomorrow on Sunday. Make sure to check out some of the archives. We got a lot of good content in there. We're at about 815 episodes. I had 814 and 800. It's actually 815, but I have 814 on the site because I don't know if there was some background music or music in the background or whatever that was on the last show I did, but it got removed for having music on there. I don't even know what it was, so maybe it was just my singing. It was just that good. So that being said, we'll see you on Monday. Check us out. Make sure to smash the like and subscribe. Follow the show. Give us a 5-star rating if you like the show. We appreciate the 5-star rating that we do have right now. And add any comments in there, especially on Apple Podcasts. That's the one that has the most reviews. So we do appreciate all the positive feedback. If you don't like the show, send me an email. You have the email on the site, so check that out and send me an email and anything that you want to cover on some upcoming shows and episodes. That being said, my friends, it's Saturday here. Enjoy your Saturday. Be safe. drive fast and take chances. No, that's just a joke, everybody. Drive slow, follow the stop signs and yield signs and the speed limit, and be safe, everyone. As always, collect your profits when they're given to you, and keep your losses small. Cut them short when they are small. Until next time, retire young, my friends.